I'm going to give you the most powerful formula to transform your life, but only if you're ready to decide. Not wish, not hope, not try, but decide. The next 90 days will either pass by as just another blur, or they will become the foundation of your new life. That choice, my friend, is entirely yours. First, select one chief aim. Not 5, not 10, just one. Pick the one that sets your soul on fire. Make it crystal clear. Write it down on a card, carry it in your pocket, and read it aloud every morning and night as if your future depends on it, because it does. Next, ignite within yourself a burning desire for that goal. Fan it, feed it, talk about it, dream about it. It's no longer a wish, it's a demand you make on life, and you refuse to settle for anything less. Then act as if it were already done. Carry yourself like the person who has already achieved it. Speak, think, and move with that confidence. Let your belief become action. Create a simple written plan of action. Even if you don't know all the steps yet, take the first one. You'll discover the next on the journey. Review your plan daily. Adjust but never quit. Fill your mind with knowledge, books, mentors, experiences. Spend at least 30 minutes each day learning something that brings you closer to your goal. Knowledge is power when it is organized and applied. You must work daily, not randomly, but with focus and urgency. Each day counts. Each minute has weight. Guard your time like treasure, and above all, persist. The 90-day path will not be easy. You will be tempted, you will be tired, you may doubt, but you will not quit. Winners keep going when others throw in the towel. Seek support. Find someone who believes in your vision, or build a mastermind of people who are also chasing greatness, your ideas. Share energy and hold each other accountable, fellows. Reflect each night. Ask yourself honestly, did I grow today? Did I serve my purpose? Am I closer now than I was yesterday? The answer will guide your tomorrow. Do this for just 90 days. And I promise, the person who stands at the finish line will not be the same person who began. You'll have earned something far more valuable than your goal. You'll have earned yourself. Now go, begin. Definiteness of purpose is the starting point of all achievement. Without it, you drift. With it, you drive. The next 90 days demand that you become absolutely clear about what you want. Not what others want for you, not what looks good on paper, but what you truly desire deep within your core. It's about choosing one single major goal. A goal so important to you that it overrides distractions, excuses, and setbacks. You must define this goal in exact terms. I want to be. Successful is not enough. What kind of success? In what field? By when? Be specific. Clarity gives power to your intention. The moment you make a firm decision, the universe begins to rearrange itself to match that decision. Opportunities that were invisible before will begin to appear. People will cross your path who can help you. Ideas will begin to flow that were once locked away behind indecision. But none of this starts until you commit to a definite purpose. Write it down, speak it aloud, let it take root in your mind until it dominates your thoughts. You must think about it when you wake up and before you go to sleep. It should become your mental obsession, your emotional fuel, your daily compass. Most people fail not because they lack ability, but because they lack direction. They are busy being busy, doing many things, but achieving little. Defining your purpose means saying no to everything that doesn't align with your chief aim. It brings discipline. It creates focus. And when you focus all your energy toward one dominant desire, your efforts gain unstoppable momentum. Think of a magnifying glass under the sun. The scattered rays of sunlight are harmless until they are focused into a single point. That's when they ignite. Your goal must become that point of fire. Definiteness of purpose gives you something to measure against. Every day, you can ask yourself, is this thought, this action, this decision moving me closer to my goal? If the answer is no, you change course. If the answer is yes, you double down. This kind of clarity removes the fog of confusion that plagues most people's lives. It brings with it a sense of urgency, a reason to wake up early, a fire that burns through procrastination. For the next 90 days, your job is not to do everything. It's to do one thing with absolute laser-focused commitment. And that begins with defining your purpose so clearly that there is no room for doubt, distraction, or delay. Definiteness of purpose is the starting point of all achievement. Without it, you drift. With it, you drive. The next 90 days demand that you become absolutely clear about what you want. Not what others want for you, not what looks good on paper, but what you truly desire deep within your core. It's about choosing one single major goal. A goal so important to you that it overrides distractions, excuses, and setbacks. You must define this goal in exact terms. I want to be successful is not enough. What kind of success? In what field? By when? Be specific. Clarity gives power to your intention. The moment you make a firm decision, the universe begins to rearrange itself to match that decision. Opportunities that were invisible before will begin to appear. People will cross your path who can help you. Ideas will begin to flow that were once locked away behind indecision. But none of this starts until you commit to a definite purpose. Write it down, speak it aloud, let it take root in your mind until it dominates your thoughts. You must think about it when you wake up and before you go to sleep. It should become your mental obsession, your emotional fuel, your daily compass. Most people fail not because they lack ability, but because they lack direction. They're busy being busy, doing many things but achieving little. Defining your purpose means saying no to everything that doesn't align with your chief aim. It brings discipline, it creates focus. And when you focus all your energy toward one dominant desire, your efforts gain unstoppable momentum. Think of a magnifying glass and the sun. The scattered rays of sunlight are harmless until they're focused into a single point. That's when they ignite. Your goal must become that point of fire. Definiteness of purpose gives you something to measure against. Every day, you can ask yourself, is this thought, this action, this decision moving me closer to my goal? If the answer is no, you change course. If the answer is yes, you double down. This kind of clarity removes the fog of confusion that plagues most people's lives. It brings with it a sense of urgency, a reason to wake up early, a fire that burns through procrastination. For the next 90 days, your job is not to do everything. It's to do one thing with absolute laser-focused commitment. And that begins with defining your purpose so clearly that there is no room for doubt, distraction, or delay. Faith in action is the bridge between desire and reality. It is not enough to want something. You must believe with every fiber of your being that it is already yours. You must see it, feel it, and act in total confidence that what you seek is not only possible, but inevitable. This is not blind hope. It is an unshakable inner knowing. It's the kind of faith that walks into the room before the opportunity arrives. The kind that speaks as if the results have already come. Over the next 90 days, you must act like the person who has already achieved your goal, even when the physical evidence is not yet visible. Faith is not passive. It is a force that moves mountains when backed by consistent, purposeful action. It whispers in your ear, keep going, when the world says stop. It carries you when logic says you're not ready. It sees the vision so clearly that failure becomes nothing more than a stepping stone. This kind of faith cannot exist in a vacuum. You must build it, feed it, strengthen it every single day. Speak to yourself with conviction. Affirm your goal aloud until your voice carries the weight of certainty. Each repetition solidifies belief. Each action confirms it. When you act in faith, your steps take on a different energy. You don't wait for the perfect conditions. You don't hold back until someone else believes in you. You move forward boldly, creating momentum where none existed. Faith does not ask for permission. It creates the path while walking it. Doubt may knock, but faith refuses to answer. And when obstacles arise, and they will, faith allows you to meet them head on, knowing they are temporary and beatable. Over the course of these 90 days, you will be tested. Some days will bring resistance. Some efforts will appear fruitless. But your job is not to measure the harvest daily. Your job is to plant, water, and work the soil. Faith says the results are coming. And because you believe that with absolute certainty, you act as if they are already here. You speak like a winner. You carry yourself with purpose. You step into every day with the energy of someone whose outcome is not a question, it's a fact. Let your faith dictate your attitude. Let your belief fuel your discipline. Let your certainty drive your actions. The world responds not to wishers, but to those who move with the boldness of belief. For 90 days, walk in that belief. Act like it's already done. And eventually, reality will have no choice but to match the conviction you showed from the very beginning. A written plan is the backbone of execution. Without a plan, your dream remains a vague idea, drifting without structure or form. But the moment you write it down, clearly, specifically, and with intention, you begin the process of turning the invisible into the visible. Over the next 90 days, your goal must live on paper as much as it lives in your mind. This written plan becomes your blueprint, your map, your guide through uncertainty. It transforms overwhelming ambition into daily action. It gives your mind direction, your energy purpose, and your time structure. The power of a written plan lies in its ability to bring order to chaos. It takes the large, intimidating vision and breaks it down into steps you can take today, tomorrow, and the day after that. It allows you to stop guessing and start executing. Each morning, you know exactly what your mission is. Each evening, you go your progress against something tangible. This clarity alone puts you miles ahead of the average person who wakes up each day reacting to life instead of building something with it. But the plan must be alive, not something you write once and forget. You must read it every single day. You must revisit it when doubt creeps in. You must adjust it when life throws a curveball. Success is not rigid, it's responsive. And your plan must reflect that. It should be practical, but it should also stretch you beyond your comfort zone. It should contain deadlines, priorities, and actions that challenge your limits and demand your best. Don't be afraid of the discomfort it brings. That's a sign it's working. By committing your plan to paper, you make a promise to yourself. You declare that your dream is worthy of thought, structure, and deliberate action. And each time you review it, you reinforce that promise. It becomes your daily contract with success. You begin to move with purpose, not hope. You stop wasting time on things that don't matter. You begin saying no to distractions because your plan reminds you of the mission you've chosen. Nothing incredible is built without a plan. Skyscrapers don't rise from guesswork. Masterpieces don't emerge from randomness. and your success won't arrive by accident. Over the next 90 days, your written plan is your proof of commitment. It holds you accountable, it gives you power, and most importantly, it brings your dream into the realm of the achievable, one written step at a time. Daily autosuggestion is the tool that programs your subconscious mind to accept success as your new reality. It is not a ritual of repetition. It is the deliberate use of spoken words charged with emotion to influence your thoughts, beliefs, and actions. For the next 90 days, you must speak your goal aloud with power and certainty. Every morning when you wake and every night before you sleep, this is how you rewire the patterns in your mind that have kept you stuck. You're not merely reciting words. You're planting seeds that grow into unshakable belief. Your subconscious mind does not filter what it hears. It accepts what you tell it, especially when those words are backed by emotion. That means you must speak your goal as if it is already yours. You must say it like you believe it, even on the days when your results say otherwise. I am statements. I will declarations, clear, bold affirmations that align with the person you are becoming. The more you say it, the more your mind begins to believe it. And once belief sets in, your behavior follows. Daily act becomes a sacred ritual. It centers you. It focuses you. It sets the tone for how you carry yourself through the day. Your words start to shape your mindset shapes your decisions, and your decisions shape your future. Autosuggestion builds momentum in silence, invisibly shifting your identity, one sentence at a time. What you say to yourself, about yourself, when no one is listening, becomes the loudest voice in your life. And that voice must speak success. It's not enough to think about your goal. You must hear yourself declare it. Say it with intensity. Say it with the kind of conviction that sends energy through your body. Stand tall when you say it. Look yourself in the mirror. Feel the pride of ownership. Imagine the achievement as if it's already happened. This is the emotional fuel that brings your words to life. Empty, half-hearted repetition won't move the needle. But charged, passionate declaration, spoken with absolute certainty, can change the course of your destiny. Every morning you command your day. Every night you reinforce your vision. That consistency begins to shape your internal world, and eventually your external world must follow. Doubt begins to fade. Fear loses its grip. You stop asking if you can and start affirming that you will. That's the power of daily autosuggestion. It transforms the invisible into the inevitable, one word at a time, every single day. Specialized knowledge is the lever that multiplies your effort and shortens the distance between where you are and where you want to be. General information is everywhere. Anyone can access it. But specialized knowledge is what separates those who dabble from those who dominate. For the next 90 days, your mission is to become a student of your goal. Learn deliberately, strategically, and daily. Every piece of knowledge must serve a purpose. Every moment spent studying must bring you closer to mastery. This isn't about collecting facts, it's about absorbing the exact wisdom that empowers you to move forward with confidence and precision. Identify what you need to know in order to succeed. What skills must you sharpen? What strategies must you understand? What pitfalls can you avoid by learning from those who have already walked the path? Read the books. Study the masters. Listen to the mentors who've turned your goal into their reality. And then most importantly, apply what you learn. Knowledge without action is wasted potential, but knowledge applied with intention is power in motion. Each day, carve out time to grow, not occasionally, not when you feel like it, but daily. Consistency matters more than quantity. Even 30 focused minutes Every day will compound into something extraordinary over 90 days. The key is direction, studying exactly what will advance your progress, not simply what's interesting or popular. Discipline your mind to seek only that which supports your chief aim. Every paragraph, every video, every conversation should move you closer to your goal. The greatest achievers are not always the most talented. They are often the most informed. They know what others don't. They spot opportunities others miss, and they act faster because they've already studied the terrain. Your commitment to acquiring specialized knowledge turns confusion into clarity and hesitation into action. It gives you an edge. It eliminates guesswork. It allows you to speak, move, and create from a place of strength rather than speculation. This journey demands that you become more valuable. And value comes knowing more, doing more, and understanding more than the average person. Not in every field, only in the one you've chosen. Mastery requires depth, not breadth. So focus your mind like a laser. Refuse to be distracted by surface-level learning. Go deep. Ask questions. Test what you learn. Use it in real time. Let knowledge shape your habits and your confidence. Over the next 90 days, you are not just chasing a goal, you are becoming the kind of person who deserves it. And that kind of transformation only comes through focused learning and applied knowledge. The more you know, the more boldly you can move. And when you move with knowledge, results are no longer a matter of chance. They become a matter of time. In conclusion, the next 90 days hold the potential to change everything for you. But only if you commit fully to the process. Each step we've discussed, definiteness of purpose, a burning desire, unwavering faith, a clear plan, daily autosuggestion, and specialized knowledge is a building block. Together, they form the foundation for your success. It's not about wishing for results or hoping things will fall into place. It's about setting a clear intention, aligning your thoughts, words, and actions, and executing with relentless focus. You are in control of this journey, and the 90 days ahead are your opportunity to create the momentum that will carry you for the rest of your life. So make the decision today. Define your goal. Fire up your desire. Speak your truth with faith and action. Write your plan and commit to daily growth. Learn with purpose. And most importantly, move forward with courage, no matter the obstacle. You are capable of achieving greatness. What you need is to believe it, act on it, and never stop until it's yours. The next 90 days will pass whether you take action or not. The question is, where will you be at the end of it? Will you look back with regret? Or will you look forward with pride, knowing you gave everything you had? The choice is yours. Take action now, and let the next 90 days be the beginning of your transformation. The future is waiting. Make it yours.